starts spreading the message. From next week on, we will have flyers. So reach out to your community members and your local hospitals and other places to get people in for the parade and the street fair. Now, based on your performance, some of you will be selected for, we usually take few students for a research conference. It's a major research conference. Many of you have gone. In fact, Rehan, you've been there. Rehan, did you present already? You did. We usually take some of our good students to research conferences, international research conference. Last year, we went very good last year to Texas, Houston, Texas. The year before that, we took 50 students to Washington, D.C. The year before that, we took to Orlando, Florida. So, and it is you go to a 5-star hotel, you present your work among the top researchers from around the country and all over the world. And many of our students come first when competing with the undergraduate students, and those are our pride. In fact, Rehan came first, and there are a few other. Elena, are you here too? No. Who else came first? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Rodney, and
you wanted to talk about your experience a little bit?
Sure, I'll just speak from here. I was working at St. John's University. I already presented this summer, and I spent the past 3 years working there because I wanted to get the master's of work before I finished with high school. So I finally had a chance to really master it. So when I went to present this year, I was last year, I was lucky enough to actually receive a gold medal in chemistry for my presentation.
Good. What about your work?
I've been working with chemistry for 4 years now, and I was in there last year, but 2 years ago, I received the first place for
So we usually select you from these presentations and the work that you do. So, and the money we have. It's a lot of money from our end. It's very expensive. If you are going, and this year we are going to have it in North Carolina, in Research Triangle Park in North Carolina. Probably we have to take a bus. But it's a fun bus ride. It's a 9-hour bus ride, and you get to meet and we've done it when we have taken students to Detroit. But there's a lot of money involved in all of this, but we try to make it possible. All this involves a lot of work at the back end. There's a whole staff that works extremely hard to put all of this together, and all the resources that you're here. So try to make the best use of it. Those of you who cannot make it does not mean that you're not good, but we have to justify our balance there. But the better you do, we will be selecting those of you to take so that you can present your work and hopefully come back with a lot of medals and first prizes and so forth. And those you are our proud moments. When you win awards and medals, it reflects good on us, and I'm very proud personally, and all of our staff who works very hard feel very proud of you. So, and of course your parents and schools and so forth, and you make yourself in the future. Now, please also register in the after-school program. So start thinking about it. All the work that you're doing, you can continue this work during school, a few days a week after school. So once or twice a week, and then we're going to have various other preparatory courses like math skills and computer science, writing skills and so forth. So this will be good for SAT preps and so forth. Please register yourself, tell us what you want, and we'll try to accommodate that. So But be very careful. Those of you who are going to continue with your mentors, try to do that so that you can qualify yourself in Intel scholarships and so forth. So that's basically it. All the information is in your packet. There are these guidelines and tips for poster presentations. Please follow that. Those are very similar guidelines when you write a paper. When you write a paper, consult your mentor. Consult the papers that are online. You're going to put some papers on. You have to have a title. The title should not be very long. You have to have, of course, you're the primary author. If it is your paper, please have yourself on. You have to have an abstract, a summary, an introduction, materials and methods, just like how you make the presentations here. We have with us Vivian. Vivian, can you come down? Vivian? Vivian came, she was here? Okay. So, now many of us know that Vivian Kane's brother passed away a few weeks ago. And all of you generous, that it's good to have you part of our family. And that's what families are for. Families and close friends are for this reason. It does not end after you leave this classroom or after you leave your association. You continue this relationship for hopefully for life, just like your own family. Her mentor, one of her mentors from 3 years ago, she was traveling and she was in Germany, and she sent in some contribution. And that's what the mentors are for. So when you are reaching out for your mentors, please, and all of us, please be mindful that this is a relationship. Don't call them when you need them. This is a relationship. Every once in a while when you go back to school, call them to say hello. The graduate students and the fellows who are there in the lab, call them to say hello. And find out how they're doing. Because when you pick up the phone and call for a reference out of a year later, a year and a half later, then they will think, he or she just calls when they need us. So please don't let that happen. Maybe during holiday periods, try to send them a card or something. So those are good practices that you should follow. Just briefly, maybe we can have the 4 resumes, Vicky, and then we will have Dr. Goswami. Now, Dr. Goswami is here, but before he comes in, do you mind, Dr. Goswami? Okay. This is very important, all these 4 different kinds of resumes, so please take a note of it. This will all be on Moodle as well.